What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. I thought maybe it was about time I gave you some sort of an update. It's been a little while since I've done one of those. I think the last one I did was like back around the summer. So I guess I'll cover some things that have happened recently, or at least semi-recently, and then kind of some thoughts as I'm nearing the beginning of next year. So, first off, some stuff that's happened recently. In terms of the channel, obviously, if you haven't noticed, it's been geared a lot more towards gaming since probably about summertime-ish. And I think I stated this before, I also kind of wanted to free up the other kinds of videos for, when I actually had the time and or had a good topic, reason, whatever, to do other kinds of videos rather than forcing them out. But anyway, I've covered that kind of stuff before. In terms of me personally, I mean, job-wise, stuff is pretty much the same. I'm still here in Texas working at the same school I have been for the past nearly 5 years now, which is crazy to think about. But anyway, kind of more on a health note matter. You might have caught this in little snippets throughout some of my other videos. Normally when I'm doing commentary on my video games and stuff, like I'll add a little bit of, hey, here's what's going on in my life sort of stuff. But if you haven't caught any of that, so health-wise, really the main thing was that back in late October, the short version of the story is I got super dehydrated because of some very poor food and drink choices throughout the day, and passed out while I was at a restaurant, and I'm not 100% sure exactly how and what happened, but I definitely fell to the floor, and somehow or another busted a tooth on the way down. And so for the next couple of weeks or so, I was, urgently dealing with stuff related to that. The following Thursday, I was already scheduled for an initial, dental cleaning appointment thing, so I had them look at the situation with my teeth then too, and since then it's been a matter of just, getting fillings. Got a permanent crown replacement in there now, and I think I'm done with all that. I should be, unless something goes wrong. And then also, it seems pretty clear to me now that I got some form of concussion when I hit my head on the floor. It was literally, right here from a sitting position. I might have, hit my mouth on the table first, and then went down, but still, this part of my head pretty much went straight to the floor from a sitting position. For a little while, I'm pretty sure I looked like, Sid in the first Toy Story movie when he's, there asleep on his bed, butt up in the air. So yeah, I'm fairly certain I got a concussion of some sort from that, and I had no idea until I did a little bit of research on it that it's fairly common even for lingering symptoms from a concussion to last multiple months. 3 is fairly common. I even heard from my brother-in-law, who's a doctor, that it can be, especially in really serious concussion cases, it could be up to about a year and a half, which I don't think I got that serious of a concussion. There was no memory loss. There was... Honestly, most of what I've been feeling since then has been maybe a little queasiness, a little bit of lightheadedness, especially in the weeks immediately following. And my appetite hasn't been quite as much as it was before. I don't know, a couple of other little things here and there that I've been dealing with, and so I've been kind of a little bit back and forth with doctors and physicians and such. So yeah, otherwise, I've just been kind of busy with other things, and so I haven't been able to dedicate as much time to kind of thinking through and or recording, creating stuff that isn't video game related for this channel. I don't think I've even put a single bit of effort into any 2019 highlights, outtakes, whatever yet, which, yeah, if I want to do that at all, I'm going to need to get cracking on that. But, I mean, you know, it's kind of, it's not necessarily a bad thing that I've been occupied in other ways. But things that I'm hoping to do, and I know I keep saying some of this stuff, but again, hoping, we'll see what actually happens. But still hoping to do outtake / highlight videos at least a couple of times a year. I can't really say for sure the frequency that I'll be doing those. You know, generally I try and do highlight videos for the video game stuff once I'm done fully playing through a game. So there's that, and then there's like the yearly outtakes and such that I try and do. Which there's going to be a lot to go through from this past year, considering I've kind of increased my video load and just overall had so much more stuff that I've put out there this past year. There's literally the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 3, a good portion of Borderlands 2, and some of 3. There was Forza Horizon 2, a good part of it, and other stuff, and just, whoa. It was a lot. So to try and sift through those and find outtakes might be a little easier to manage, because I could just kind of listen / look for something that's like, okay, that was a little bit of a funny moment, or something that I obviously would have redone. But anyway, I'll try and get that out there. I also have, I don't know how frequently I'll end up doing this, but I think at some point early next year, at least, I'm going to put out, for the first time in quite a while, a couple more top 10 music related videos. I'm not going to say on what yet, but it's going to be, you know, band specific. I'll just give you that little hint. Otherwise, I don't really know what else to say. I don't have any other particular plans that will be different going into next year. And of course, any and all this is subject to change if and when job, life, situation stuff comes up, changes, affects my ability to do this stuff. But anyway, and as far as the immediate near future, Christmas break, basically, it's probably going to mostly be video game stuff again. I've hopefully recorded enough in advance, maybe not quite edited all of it yet, but I've hopefully recorded enough in advance to get through that whole time frame, so there won't be any lapse. Since I'll only be able to take my laptop with me to Pennsylvania when I'm visiting my family over Christmas, I will have to like sort of pre-upload, and I'll probably just schedule all the video releases for that time span. There might be a Wednesday or two when I'm lacking something, and if so, I apologize in advance. I'm not sure I have enough content created and ready for that all just yet. But should at least be able to get the usual Monday, Friday video game stuff for each of those weeks. And speaking of the gaming stuff, I just recently finished recording everything for Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, which it was kind of a a frustrating game to play single player sometimes, but it's definitely an interesting game that I enjoy and I think you should check out. It's a much better multiplayer experience. So, especially if you're, an adult or a parent looking for a family-friendly multiplayer game that you could play at least on Xbox. I know it's on Xbox because that's what I have. It's probably a game worth checking out. Especially if you could get 4 players in there at once. It's bound to be an interesting teamwork experience. I've played it with, 2 players before, and I've also seen other people play it with 2 players before with sometimes hilarious communication stuff going on. But anyway, and of course I'll be continuing Borderlands 3. That might be going on for quite a long time, depending on how much of the side missions and stuff that I do. Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm still debating on whether or not I will want to get the DLC that's coming out for it. It's not supposed to be on the Xbox until, like, February anyway, so I've got a little time to think about that. But anyway, so yeah, those are kind of the thoughts that I have from recent past and for near future. If you have any suggestions, things you'd like me to talk about or video games you'd like me to play, especially since I just wrapped up one playthrough of a game, let me know down in the comments section. I guess that about does it for this time around. Again, just simple update sort of thing. So as always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to pass it along to other people if you want. That's what the whole share button is for. And of course, if you want to see more stuff from me, make sure to subscribe to my channel and then click the notification bell so that you actually get updates in like your email or whatever when I post new stuff. I know at least 1 or 2 people have that working for them, so it is possible and it should work. There might be some finer details within the settings of that you'll need to sort through, but anyway, subscribe, click the bell. That should give you updates. Or, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I've got info on that stuff down in the description below the video. Instagram is still has a weird relationship with YouTube, so I would recommend more so Facebook and Twitter. But I've kind of got an Instagram. It's not super active. You can follow me on that too if you want. But anyway, like I said, info down in the description. Hopefully you all have a good holiday season. You get to spend some good time with family and friends. And I'm also hoping you'll tune into my videos, but I'm not going to count on that. I don't ever count on that. The way my viewership is right now, I don't count on any more than like 2 views a video, honestly. But I haven't been doing this for views. I've never did this for views. This is more so just to kind of put myself out there sort of thing. So anyway, now I'm rambling on about nothing. So, yeah, like I said, hope you all enjoy the holiday season, and until next time, stay cool, people.